Hey everyone, I'm Ray and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making a delicious sweet potato hash, and we are using a Japanese sweet potato as opposed to the orange kind of more traditional sweet potato. So we'll talk about these ingredients as we go, but I wanted to let you know that I peeled the sweet potato and I cubed it, and then I put it in a pan with some vegetable broth just to get the sweet potato a little cooked so it wasn't so hard. And so now we're going to get ready and we're going to do the rest of this and we'll do it together. So I am starting this with a tablespoon of ghee, and normally I wouldn't use oil or butter. Butter is ghee, or ghee is butter, I should say, clarified butter. But I am using it in this instance because I want these sweet potatoes to kind of get a little bit of crunch on them. So I'm going to put the sweet potatoes, and I'm going to add the onion, and I'm going to add the pepper. So we'll get those in here now and get these started. Okay, so it's about 4 cups of cooked sweet potato. And then I'll give you the recipe down below so you don't need to worry about it. So before we leave the sweet potatoes, let's just talk about the value of the sweet potato. So first of all, this is a Japanese sweet potato, and so its texture is a little bit creamier and a little bit nuttier than kind of the traditional orange variety. I've had these before and they're really good, and I like it particularly in this recipe, so that's why I've chosen those. Now, even though it's not orange, these are loaded with vitamin A, and so they have a good amount of beta carotene, even in spite of the fact that they aren't that orange color. Now, these sweet potatoes are also excellent for gut health. They are loaded with both soluble and insoluble fibers, so we get both in this dish. And the sweet potatoes, although they are sweet, they are on the lower end of the glycemic index, which means that glucose is released more slowly into your body, which is better, right? Because we don't want this flood of glucose into your bloodstream all at once. They're also rich in potassium. They have more potassium than a banana, so there's that. And then they're just excellent for your cells, good for antioxidants, good for your microbiome, just yummy. Okay, now this is going to be some onion, and you notice I've got a yellow onion and a purple onion, and so we'll get those in here as well. And then next we're going to add some peppers, and I am going to add some red peppers, just mostly for color as well as flavor. And then we're going to add a jalapeno that will give it a little bit of heat. Now, this particular jalapeno is from my garden. Super excited that I'm finally using food that I've grown myself. I wish you could smell it. Okay, so while this is heating, I want to show you something. Now, I have showed you this kitchen tool before. This is a garlic shredder, and it has like a little grater on it. I think I used it for my artichoke patties. Yes, I did use it for the artichoke patties, but I didn't demonstrate it, so I want to demonstrate it for you. So what I did was I put basically 2 garlic cloves. It's in 3 pieces. One of them was really small. And then you put the lid on it, and then you just slide this back and forth. And what it does is it grates the garlic. And so then you have all this beautiful grated garlic in the bottom. And then we'll get the lid off, and we've got all this beautiful garlic. Can you see that? So I'm sorry the pan's in the way here, but I'm just going to scrape this into this little thing. The garlic is going to be what we add last. So as soon as this gets nice and browned, we'll add the garlic at the very last minute. So it'll be just slightly cooked, and that will give it some spice as well. Be delicious. You could also just use chopped garlic if you want, but I like using this little tool. Okay, I'm going to add some seasonings now, and I'll give you all the ingredients, not to worry, but this is a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, and a lot of thyme. And then we'll add a pinch of salt and some pepper, and then we'll get this garlic going. It is smelling so good. I mean, this is essentially done once the onions reach the consistency that I want, which is slightly opaque. And then once I've got a little bit of brown on these potatoes. So let's do some salt and pepper. So this is a lot different than kind of the sweet potatoes that we're used to for the holidays that are made with crazy additives like marshmallows and things. This is much more savory and delicious. And I kind of came up with this recipe. I was traveling last week, and the hotel room that I had, it was great. It had a kitchen in it, and I was hosting a friend. And so I went over to Sprouts and I picked up some ingredients, and it was not the same recipe, but it turned out delicious. I made that one with the orange yams because that's all I could get. And I just used one onion, and of course the pepper wasn't from my garden. It was from the grocery store, but all organic ingredients, and really turned out good. And I thought, oh, okay, well, I can perfect this. And so that's what we're getting here. Okay, so we're just gonna let this go for a minute, and then we'll be back. Okay, this is browning up really nicely. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the garlic. And again, this is just grated garlic, but you could use chopped garlic. You could use that frozen Dowart garlic that I showed you before. You get it at Trader Joe's. You could use a jarred garlic, whatever you have on hand. But I like the fresh garlic in this recipe. And again, I add it at the very end, and I'm not going to cook it too long. I'm just going to cook it until I can smell it. Okay, I've got a little bit of everything in this bite, so let's see how it tastes. So good. The sweet potato is sweet, and it has a nutty flavor, which is really delicious. Creamy and nutty. Really nice. And the jalapeno, I love it, from the garden. The red pepper is delicious. The onion, I mean, the seasonings are great. It turned out really good. I absolutely love this. I'm going to pair this with some grilled chicken. Now, if you want to get a weekly recipe in your inbox from me every week, if you go to my website and you subscribe, you will get not only a recipe, but you will get a weekly blog post. If you feel like subscribing, we'd love to have you join the tribe. We're growing all the time, and it's really exciting that people are so interested in wanting to be healthy and wanting to cook healthy. It just warms my heart. So thanks to those of you who are following here. And again, if you want to get a weekly recipe and blog article dropped right in your inbox, subscribe on my website. I'll leave a link down below for you. Bon appetit, everyone. I hope you're going to try this one. It is absolutely delicious.